Hello everyone, it's Gromit&ThomasFan01 here, and welcome to my cracking video. Thomas the Tank Engine has had many feature-length specials over the years, most of them being made with CGI animation. Hit Entertainment and Mattel Creations have had the help of many animation studios to help animate Thomas's adventures, such as Nitrogen Studios, Arc Productions and Jan Field Productions. One of the Thomas feature films is a special that was the last one to be animated by Nitrogen Studios, and that film is called Blue Mountain Mystery. This film is also the last special to be written by Sharon Miller, who would later be a voice director for the show. The story starts with Paxton the Diesel working at the Blue Mountain Quarry with the narrow gauge engines, when suddenly Blondon Bridge collapses while Rheneas crosses it. Luckily, he manages to cross the bridge, but poor Paxton is damaged by the broken stones and needs repairs straight away. While Paxton is being fixed, Thomas is given the job of working at the Blue Mountain Quarry. But when Thomas discovers a little green engine hiding in the quarry with a dark secret, Thomas is determined to uncover the mystery of the green engine's past, only to discover that covering the mystery has a few bumps and surprises along the way. This is my favourite Thomas and Friends film of all time. This film just feels so epic than the other Thomas specials combined. There is something about Sharon Miller's writing style for these films that is just so much more interesting than Andrew Branner's style of writing for his Thomas films. Don't get me wrong, Andrew's stories are great, especially his episodes, but Sharon's story structure for her films seems to be more interesting to me. I know that some of her episodes are very weak, but her films are on a completely different level. They have more of a 3-act feature film structure with a beginning, middle and end for the story. The plot just flows so perfectly that it really feels like I'm discovering the mystery in the story, even though I've watched this film so many times and I still do, to this day. The story progresses so well and it keeps on getting better and better throughout the film, from the amazing plot twist to the awesome climax at the end of the movie. It feels like that this film is still so fresh and new, even though it was released in 2012. The climax is definitely my favourite scene from the movie, as there is a great feel of peril and sense of action. The music by Robert Harpshaw feels so epic and really fits this scene too. It's a shame that this is Nitrogen's last Thomas special to be animated by them, because it feels like their best Thomas special to be animated in the Sharon Miller era. Although I do love the animation in this movie, I do prefer Arc Productions and Jan Field Productions, as their animation in their productions are just so much better and beautifully animated. For example, the water in this movie doesn't feel very fluid and its design looks very rough, whereas Arc animate their water and sea to perfection. It honestly feels like real water. But in the Nitrogen films, the sea doesn't feel real enough, as it feels quite rough and splodgy for my taste. Another problem that I have is the camera angles feel so restricted and feels very confined in the world, especially the Blue Mountain Quarry. A location like that had so much potential to have a lot of camera moving shots that could have even made the quarry bigger in scale. Mostly, the camera is facing on the characters on the ground, which is understandable because the focus is on the engines, but there could have been different ways to film some of the characters, like point of view shots or hovering over the sets to give a great sense of scale of the quarry. Camera shots like this could have given the film a bit more of a cinematic approach to the whole plot and the film. So despite some of the negative points, this is my favourite Thomas and Friends film / special. I know there are a few things that are wrong with the special, but the writing is just superb, with an added plot twist and a bit of peril to give the film some excitement, not to mention the fantastic characters and music score by Robert Harpshaw. I'm Gromit and ThomasFan01, and I hope you enjoyed the video.